I'm pretty sure that thing weighs like 600 pounds. It's really heavy. I can't believe I just did that by myself. I'm the Hulk. Yeah, now I'm gonna learn how to take out the gaskets on this glass and put it back in a different, better door. Woo. All right, first step of the new door is removing the panes of glass I want to use and hoping that I can use them the way I want to use them and not have to buy new gaskets. So there's a tool that all of the people who replace these in videos have, and I'm going to use this thing. It's a piece of UHMW with a little bit of a angle in it. So we'll see how this works out. Okay, so I got some, it's actually cutting fluid, but I just wanted a lubricant. And I spritzed in between the gasket and the frame, just to give myself a little bit of something to slide against. And what I'm doing is I'm going from the side where the gasket is over the door. I'm just kind of loosening it and going back across all of the frame, and as I'm doing it, I'm kind of pushing in, and it's starting to come out. I can feel it. I just want to make sure I don't drop it on the ground. Okay. After lots of time of doing nothing but thinking, I'm gonna build my freaking door. I was trying to get around making windows. Even though I got this glass custom cut from the front door of the bus to be the windows, I was being lazy. I'm done being lazy. No more laziness from Jamaica. Sorry, fans. Sorry to almost disappoint. Anyway, there's two ways I can go about this. I can cut an opening in the door and then pad out with molding to go around the glass, or I can make a window and then install the window. And I think I'm going to make a window and install the window. Okay, the silicone was a lot more messy than I thought, but I have one window, two windows. Now I'm going to cut holes in the door for the windows. I took off the hinges that held up the old door. I built a new door out of a solid core door. I got the glass cut that was in the bus doors and installed them, turned them into windows and installed them into the new door. I think it looks pretty good. Took way too long figuring out molding yesterday. Anyway, you can see that line. That's the angle the door hung out before. And I don't really understand why they did this. They must have done it so that the bottom step could be the same depth as all the other steps. But if you look down here, we have, this would be what the door thickness is allowed to be. It's 2 inches. But then if you look over here, it's not 2 inches. That's right, friends. It's not symmetrical. Which is fun. So another thing I was noticing, so I got this piece of, I'm going to make it out of 2x6 is going to be where the hinge side is, which is this side. So I got myself a piece of Luan just to cut it and see how it would fit in. If you look, okay, go nice up there. And you come down here, not too bad, right? But I forgot about this angle. See that right there? It's kind of funky because the stairs come in at an angle and hit it in a weird way. Maybe you can see it from this way better. So I'm realizing that a piece of 2x isn't gonna flex to that angle. Like it's not a flat line. it bumps out. So I don't know. And I need a hinge low, right? Like I think standard doors is 8 inches from the bottom and 6 inches from the top of the door for the hinge. So that would put me, where would that put me? Yeah, right in this range over here. And it would be really good to have a hinge down here, because the reason why, one of the reasons why I changed the door out is someone tried to pry open the bus door and they managed to get at it a little bit. I also don't really have much space on this side to put casing. You can see that this comes all the way out to the front. So the other side I do. I have more space over there. The mirror is there, but I can always notch whatever I'm doing to go around the mirror. So originally I was going to use 2x4 or 2x6 on this side and then 1x on this side. But that doesn't give me anything to put casing on. But even if I went 1.5 inches, that's really skinny casing. My door is 30 inches and this opening is 32. So I kind of have to figure out if I'm going to do 1 inch on either side. It seems like that makes the most sense, because then I can have a little baby 1 inch of casing. It's not an ideal amount, but it'll work. So door jamb is what's inside the doorway, and door casing is like the molding or the trim or whatever that goes around the door. It goes on the outside edge. It usually caps the jamb so that you can't see that there's like a piece of material right here. It's probably a safety feature too, so you can't pry at it. My casing doesn't have to be that big, but whatever I put on is definitely going to interfere with all of this molding. The other thing I could do, my door is too fat. I don't really want to cut this step back. I think that all these steps are the same, and I'm not really interested in starting to get into that world. Let's see. It's 9. It's 9. Yeah. 8. Yeah. It doesn't really make sense for me to cut this bottom step. I could, if I had my door come here, instead of be lower, my door can be deeper. I get more space. I'm still dealing with this weird surface, but it does give me, gives me more options in terms of my door thickness, because right now my door is 2 inches, but that's without any dimensions on the front. So that's exactly what this space is. It doesn't really work. If I add 1/4 inch on the face, then my door is going to be proud of this. Ideally your door or my casing is proud. But then you have, a 2x6 sticking out more that's not going to look that good. So I thought that I would be able to hang this door by today. I really need to do it by the end of this week. Today is the 3rd, and I'm moving out of my apartment at the end of the month, regardless of what anybody says. I already told my landlord, so it's happening. So I'm going to sit and ponder this for a little bit. How I'm going to make my door work in this really fun entranceway. Alright, I'll let you guys know what I end up with. Okay, I removed this piece of sheet metal that was like fixing that transition, but it actually really helped me out because now I have like a fatter space to put my door jamb in. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is, it's going to be stupid, but you know, such is bus life, right? You guys are all familiar. If you're not, welcome to the stupidness of bus life. I'm going to get some caulk. I'm going to caulk this. I don't really know what's going on. These welds are not exemplary welds, but this gives me, where's my tape measure? It gives me 3 3¼ to work with. That's really good. That's much better than what I had before. So I think what I'll have to do is, it'll be a very custom fit piece of 2x on this side. Yeah, I'm gonna start working on that.